Hello, welcome to my channel and welcome to another video about life in Italy. I recently shared that I have made 10 years in Italy. I made 10 years in Italy last year in November 2023, and I just wanted to share with you 10 things that I have learned in these 10 years. Hello once again, my name is Hilda Gloria. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this is your first time, make sure you don't miss my next videos by hitting the red subscribe button down below so that you are notified every time I post a new video. Now, when I moved to Italy, I knew some of these things, and then some of the things I didn't know, but I'm going to get right into my list of the 10 things that I've learned since I moved to this beautiful country. Number one, which is very obvious, is a new language. Obviously, when I moved to Italy, I didn't speak Italian. I didn't even know Italian was such, a big deal, but I knew that it was spoken in Italy. So it is such a big deal in this country and neighboring countries actually. When you go to Switzerland, there's some parts where they speak in Italian. There's so many Italian restaurants, and I don't remember knowing any Italian word apart from ciao bella, I think, which I didn't even know what it meant. It was from a video or a movie, I believe. So I learned a new language. I have working proficiency in Italian. I have done some exams and I have a very good level, to be honest, all reading, writing and speaking. How long did it take me? It took me pretty much 2.5 years for me to get a bit comfortable to speak and to understand at a really good level, but now I have a decent level. I can work in Italian. Second thing that I've learned in Italian, and this has come to my absolute advantage because I'm not a big fan of cooking, is preparing a meal in less than 30 minutes. Can you believe it? Italian meals usually are ready in less than 30 minutes, like preparation. I'm African, so you know how long it takes our food to get ready. It takes our food to get ready, like the longest ever, in my opinion, especially during holidays or during festivals or during special occasions. But in Italy, a quick pasta could even take less than 10 minutes, to be honest, because pasta sometimes takes about 7 minutes to get ready. If you already have the sauce, that's a maximum of 10 minutes. And you have got a meal and you're ready to eat and you actually get satisfied. So yes, I've learned to cook really quick and fast meals in Italy, which I used not to do in Uganda. I used to, just cooking the matoke, cooking the main meal used to take us a long time. Also the mode of cooking, we use gas here. In Uganda we used not to use gas. In my home right now maybe they have gas, but yeah, we used to use like charcoal stoves, which were a bit even slower. But right now when we use gas in my mom's house, still it takes us a bit longer because the whole process is just too long, like preparing, peeling, preparing, steaming, cooking the sauce. It's just too long, but I've learned how to make meals in less than 30 minutes and I think that's a plus. Oh my goodness me, the difference between coffee. I didn't even drink coffee before I moved to Italy, just to be honest, and the way I rely on it right now, the way I'm dependent on coffee. Tell me, comment down below if your morning is the same if you don't drink coffee. Like, Italians drink it even in the afternoons. I don't in the afternoons, but usually in the morning when I drink a coffee, I'm happier. My outfit is nicer. I might do my makeup in the morning when I drink a coffee. I have a whole different mood. Like, I'm more welcoming, I'm more alert, I'm more awake. It just gives you that, wake up mode, get up from being asleep and all of that. Also, the face opens up after the coffee. So yes, I love coffee, and now to be able to tell the difference, I don't drink any crap coffee right now. Like, after tasting Italian coffee and knowing the difference, no. In 2015, I worked at the Expo and I worked in the coffee department. So we got to taste a lot of coffee from different countries, and Uganda has one of the best coffees actually in the world. We tasted coffee from Ethiopia, from Brazil, Guatemala, from so many countries, but the mode in which it's made and the type of coffee, whether it's Arabica or Robusta or something else, is where the secret is. So when I go to the supermarket to buy the coffee that I brew at home using a mocha, by the way, I only drink coffee from a mocha. I don't drink coffee from coffee machines because I don't think it's the same. if you know what I mean. So I brew it at home in a small little mocha, and I just buy Arabica, and I know the amount. Like, I've become so professional at this coffee thing, man. I know the difference. I remember going to Paris, and we joke about this with my French friends. The coffee in France is not that good, guys, and I don't drink coffee in France. Like, when I go to France, I'd rather have a latte or something. I don't drink coffee there. I don't drink coffee from places where I know it's not good. I tried the Spanish coffee, not too bad. Italian coffee is really good. Ugandan coffee, Ethiopian coffee is very good. Kenyan coffee is very good. I also drank Egyptian coffee. It's really nice. But other countries need to really try. They need to try good. They need to try hard. So yes, I can tell the difference between coffees. I just need to smell it and to have one sip, and I know that this is great or it's not great. And if it's not great, I'm not drinking it. After drinking Italian coffee, it's a standard. Like, either the coffee is it or it doesn't make it. Number 4 is very tricky. Even though it was a passion from when I was a child, it is when I learned that it can actually turn into a business or a job, and that is fashion. I learned how fashion works as a business, especially during fashion week, especially during my fashion posts and fashion photo shoots. I didn't know people could earn money from just dressing up nicely, because in my country it used not to happen like that when I lived there. Considering I haven't lived in my country in 20 years, I go every year, but to leave, I haven't lived there in the past, I think 15 years. Yeah, 15 years. 5 in Egypt, 10 here. Yeah, 15 years. I haven't lived in Uganda for 15 years. And back then, fashion didn't make that much money except for people that were selling clothes. So, like fashion influencers, style bloggers, fashion bloggers, they didn't make that much money. Was that even a job? Was it even a profession? I learned that when I came here. There's so much to do in fashion, like fashion photographers, fashion makeup artists, visual merchandisers, people that dress the mannequins and, you know, they look really nice and special. It's just so broad. There's so many opportunities. Fashion bloggers, there's so many millionaires in Italy, Chiara Ferragni, so many others that, you know, make money from fashion, representing brands and all of that. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know how to monetize my fashion blog until I had to come to Italy and actually study, you know, how you can make money from showing your outfit. I didn't know that. I learned that when I was here. So yes, that is a plus. It added to my career development. Number 5 is related to my previous point, which is how to put a look together. Now, I have breathed fashion, eaten fashion since I was a child. I told you my dream job as a child was to be a fashion designer. I had 10 dolls that I used to dress up every day, give a shower, dress up, make clothes for them. I would sew their clothes, and I knew this was my dream job. But when I came here, I learned a different way to put looks together, especially on the minimalistic beat. I am African, so I'm very loud. Like, how I express myself fashionably is really loud. I'm either very bold, as you can see, or very bright colors. That speaks to me. It is my style. As me, it is my personal style. But when I came here, I learned to put some minimalistic looks together, and they actually look nice. To wear beige, me, to wear black, that was not very known or common for me. But yeah, I learned how to put minimalistic looks together. I learned how to have like a clean, polished look, and not to be extra every single day of my life, even though that is the life that I would really like to live. I just learned that less is more, because the jewelry doesn't have to be so loud as the accessories if the outfit is very loud. I mean, just how to put the different components of style together. Let's say proportions. If you're wearing something big on the top, you know, it should be a bit toned down on the bottom, otherwise it becomes a bit too exaggerated. How to dress for my body shape, how to dress for my skin tone. Yes, not every outfit looks good on your skin tone. It helped me discover lots of things fashion wise, which I really appreciate, and I'm putting into use, especially for my job. Number 6 makes me very emotional, and it is to cherish my family. I've always cherished my family and loved them, But guys, I have missed my family, especially last year, 2023. I have missed, since COVID, I have missed my family, and I have a different definition of our love, of our relationship, of how I feel about them and how I express and how intentional I am with them right now. I knew I always loved my family, but I always took it lightly because I lived with them. So now that I don't live with them, I get to miss them a lot. I get to miss so many events. I missed my sister's wedding, yes, during COVID 2020. I missed it. Guys, I don't know how that made me feel. I just wanted to be with my family at that particular time. I thought I would pack up my things and leave right then and go be with my family. I have missed lots of fasts, like let's say for my nephew, his first birthday, for my nieces, their first days at school, the first day that they read their book, the first day that they went on a school trip. I have missed lots of things, and I just miss my family. I appreciate them a lot. Now when I go there on holiday, I just soak in there. I don't even create content these days when I'm in Uganda. I just sit down and spend time with my family and play with my nieces and nephews, and you know, spend time with my mom, have a home cooked meal with my sisters, sleep in the same bed with my sisters, talk until the end of the day, make sure that we all meet at home every Sunday. Mom used to say come home every Sunday, and she used to beg, but right now we're always asking her, Mom, are you at home on Sunday? Like, we're supposed to come at home on Sunday. Like, that is the plot. We don't even make any other plans. So I do have a special appreciation for my family. Yeah. Number 7 is the beauty of being different. Yes, you do not know that you're different until you leave your home country, until you get exposed and people start to see that your hair is 4C and it's a bit different from theirs, and they start to mention it, and then they start to point at it, and then some of them even have an opinion. People start to see that your skin color is different. I knew I was black, but I didn't think it meant a lot to be black until I came to Italy. And people reminded me all the time. In Cairo, people used to say black, 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 but I would be like, yeah, we're all Africans anyway at the end of the day. So when I came here, you being black and being, especially having worked in the fashion industry, it just shows you lots of things. The beauty of being different, guys. Either it gives you an opportunity or it extremely excludes you from opportunities. And for the most part, it excludes you in Italy. I'm just being honest. For some of the good points, it includes you because they do have this inclusivity thing, which is now trending, and for most parts they'll be like, oh, they need a black model or they need a black employee, and you know, that is beautiful to see lots of people with color being included, and you know, in events, at fashion awards, at fashion events. It's just so good to be different. It's really beautiful to sit in a room where there's somebody from Asia, there's somebody from Africa, there's somebody from Europe, there's somebody from all over the world. It's just beautiful. The views and the points are different. The point of views of everybody, the opinions are different, the experiences are different, the contributions are different, and the way you judge or your opinion and the way you see the world actually changes. It does change you a lot. It humbles you because then you get to experience other people. You get to know that you're not the only one. You're not the smartest. If you think you are the smartest in your country, go abroad. Go abroad. You're going to be challenged in a good way sometimes. Sometimes it's in a bad way, but I like to see this video. I like to, you know, see it in a positive light, especially for this video. It is humbling. It is humbling to be different. Really, really, really humbling to be different. Things like, you know, in staff meetings, they'll be like, for our inclusivity and all of that, we have got Gloria all the way from Uganda. Gloria, can you stand up? I'm like, I qualified to get here. What are you talking about? But anyways, they will clap in a meeting, and I'm a statistic, you know. We are a statistic if we're different. So the beauty of being different. I'm going to leave it at that. Number 8 is the value of time. Oh my goodness me, I was so relaxed as a Ugandan. I would do things at my own time. I would arrive at my own time at events because, I mean, that's a culture. We're a bit late. We're relaxed in Uganda. Coming to Italy, living in Italy has taught me to be a little bit more time conscious. Even though on the European standard, Italians are slow. Can you believe it? So can you imagine how slow I was when I was in Uganda? But in Italy, you work by the hour. So if you start at 8, you start at 8. If you come in at 9, that's an hour less. And that means you're not going to be paid. So if we're paid by the hour. So the less hours you work, the less money you get. And that gets you to get on your toes. That it makes you wake up and stop playing games. It has helped me, like, personally, self-improvement in a way that now I value my time and where I spend it. If somebody had asked me the same question, or if somebody had talked to me about this 10 or 9 years ago, it would be different. I would be the person who would be available all the time, readily available for a friend or whatever event, whatever. But right now I have to evaluate, do I really need to be there? My time is so important right now. It's very important where I spend my time right now. It's very important what I think about, what I consume, what I spend my time saying, what I spend my time eating, what I spend my time feeding my body. Everything is like really important. Time is so important right now, and I see the value of time. Once you give your time value, it gives you back, it rewards you again. Once you spend all your time working and bettering yourself and improving yourself, you create less time to gossip, create less time for things that do not matter. Keep your mind occupied and busy. For example, working out, exercising, reading a book, going to work, working on your own projects. You are making yourself better. Like, your wellness is on a different scale. I'm telling you, my wellness right now is on a different scale than it was many years ago, because I started valuing time. I started recognizing and actually appreciating the value of time. Number 9 is very funny. I'm going to try and say it without using my hands, because it is a different culture that I picked up, which is using gestures. I throw my hands everywhere for no reason sometimes, because Italians use gestures to communicate. Sometimes they use gestures without even speaking, and you will know something like, ma che cosa senza, che cosa dici tu? Like, what do you mean? What are you even talking about? So I think I need to stop throwing my hands around, because actually in some cultures it's very rude. But I picked up that I used not to use my hands to speak. I used not to use gestures a lot, apart from. But here in Italy, everything has a gesture. Like, even the shaking of the hand, shoulders, and everything. I used not to do it. In Uganda, it's not very common. I shake my head all the time. I roll my eyes. I sigh. I need to stop, I believe. So yeah, it's a new culture, and a few things that I picked up here and there, but yeah, mainly, yeah, gestures. Number 10 is very interesting, is how to make, you know, international cuisines, or cuisines that are very popular, from scratch. For example, making pasta, pizza, lasagna from scratch. Well, I used to hear about lasagna and I ate it, I think, in Uganda once or twice before moving here, but I didn't know how it was made. It was nice, but I didn't know how it was made from scratch, like making those pasta sheets from scratch, making the bolognese from scratch, the ragu from scratch. Now I'm really good. I'm proud of myself, making the pizza, making the dough, making everything, putting on the cheese, the tomato paste and everything, the toppings. I have learned how to cook some really international cuisines living in Milan in 10 years. If you have been living anywhere else that is not your home, let me know if there's anything that you have picked up, that you have learned, something positive. Chat with me in the comments. My name is Hilda Gloria. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.